8th play of the drive. Little flip back to Gordon. To the outside he goes. Nothing doing there. The Colts are right there. Deion Jackson's now the running back. That rookie's going to see a lot of Chubb at a certain point tonight. Meanwhile, the catch is made here, and that's Deion Jackson spinning away. And the guy who was the number 3 back, of course, behind.
And creating that chemistry and rhythm.
They hope in a few weeks. 3rd and 10. Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. Ryan has time, throws, that's caught, and into Denver territory where the ball comes out. It was Pat Surtain, that was Alec Pierce. Lindsey breaks away. 3rd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Ryan. Flag is down again, and the catch is made at the 26. Well, continuing on. And they'll run it back 7 yards in. Montrell Washington. And the rookie will stay on his feet, but not for long. And the ball is out at the 13-yard line. So he's trying to make something happen, and he's very fortunate that his team recovered it. Wilson pressured, and he will go down. The ball comes out. He gets it back, though. DeForest Buckner brought Wilson to town. 2nd down and 8. Good hole here. Jackson exploits it. To the 31-yard line goes Deion Jackson, who's now carried field goal. High snap, but Hawk gets it down, and McLaughlin bangs it through. To the outside. Cannot get around the corner. Gordon again, that time taken down by Bobby Okereke.
Last in the entire league in red zone touchdowns.
And to the 16, he gets sacked. DeForest Buckner.
Ends up throwing it away.
And it worked. And look, of all things, that one gets blocked. And that's Grover Stewart who blocks it. Really rained down. Here's the block. It remains tied at 6-6. Or later tonight. 3rd and 13. No, we're not. Wilson throws off balance, picked off at the 4-yard line. Rodney Thomas has made a couple of really nice plays tonight, and another one here, and he finally gets tripped up as he approaches the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Kwity Paye right there gets the pressure. Russell Wilson looks left, and then really without even looking back to the right, just careless with the football and just throws it up. Didn't even see Thomas, the rookie out of Yale. And then after the interception, a big hit there by Zaire Franklin, just trying to.
So after the pick from the 39, they start on the ground. A nice run here. Still chugging along. It picks up the 1st down to Deion Jackson. And he checks out. Now we'll see if he can do anything. Avoids the sack. The first one, but not the second time.
A big game. Led the Saints in rushing.
3rd down and 4. Wilson to the end zone, and it's intercepted by Gilmore. Oh, man.
Ball that's thrown late and behind the receiver gives Gilmore a chance to cut it underneath and come up with that big interception to get Ryan the ball back.
Colts have no timeouts. Ryan deep drop, pressured again, throws, and all right, then they get it right on the ground. Big hole, and now taking the ball to the 22-yard line. And the kick is right down the middle. Surveys, good protection, slides, fires, broken up in the end zone. Gilmore on Sutton. So the defensive player of the year a couple of years back, and somehow, some way, the Indianapolis Colts, who took their first lead of the game on that field goal.